Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Nick Lasorsa, Mike Vasquez doing color again this weekend. We want to wish Michelle and Nolan happy first anniversary. So Nolan is probably completely impaled at this point and won't remember anything, but, that's typical
Rockies
Nolan.
are losing 8-2. He might
Yeah.
be having a miserable
Not good,
afternoon.
not good. All right, top five stair-step finals here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, Colorado with the Amateur Bowlers Tour Denver branch. And our first match is going to feature Dennis Glover, an 11-time Classic champion out of Parker, Colorado, and he's taking on one of our newer players, Rick Maber of Brighton, and best Rick has done so far is third, so he's looking for his first title. First place today, a little bit over $2,400, and Rick has elected to lead the match, so they're going to shake hands and best of luck. Close match, only a 3-pin handicap difference, and that's in Dennis's favor. And we'll see what happens. This week, ABT number 7, 46 feet, and folks, you would have loved it. Our doubles event last week, we were on ABT number 8, which is 36 feet, and it got nasty. I mean, scores were extremely low. It was
Brutal.
unbelievable.
It was brutal.
All right, Rick starts out, crosses over a 5-pin. A lot going on this weekend. First real week of college football, really.
Oh, yeah.
And, of course, Broncos NFL season starts.
Big shout out to our Buffs getting it done in Nebraska yesterday.
Wasn't that a great game?
Yes.
Really was. And, yeah, CSU won.
TSU won, too.
Yeah. So now we need the Rockies to come back, but it's not looking good.
Never know.
And, of course, it's early yet for the Broncos. I think they're up by a field goal at this point, second quarter. So, all right, Dennis Glover. Oh, great shot, but can't kick the 9 out. That was an excellent ball. Looks pretty good. All right, so both bowlers spare. And again, Mike, you make the cut this week. So, and obviously you bowled last night, and then you bowled today. Big difference?
Not really.
Okay.
Very little. Probably a little stronger earlier on the lane down here.
Okay.
But very similar. Surprising.
Okay. Well, that's good because like I said, we were really deciding what pattern we were going to put out for the regional, and I think this is going to be it. I really do because it holds up pretty good. It's not too drastic as far as transition, and it seems to be pretty fair side to side, and that's really all you can ask for. Okay, no problem with his 10-pin. Good shot. All right. And again, folks, we got a $10,000 singles event coming up in 2 weeks at Coal Creek Lanes, Lafayette, Colorado, just north of Broomfield. And it's another one of our thank you to our national director, Myron Mitchell, for giving us the opportunity to run those events, give our local membership a chance to make some serious money. That can't hurt, $10,000.
Never. Not have to leave town. It's always nice.
Yeah, really.
Busy month, though.
Oof.
We have that. And then what? 4 weeks? Not even 4 weeks.
And then we go to the Anniversary Nationals.
The Anniversary Nationals.
20 grand. Yep.
20 grand.
And then 3 months after that, $50,000.
Yep.
Super Bowl weekend at South Point. I tell you, we got some good stuff coming up.
Yeah. No. Well, and then you just think around here, just all the other stuff. Springs Masters, Denver Masters.
Oh, yeah. All those Master
be
qualifiers.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, sure. Well, like
Crazy
this weekend,
2
we
months.
had Rocky Mountain Seniors up in Greeley.
Yep.
Okay. 4-7 for Rick. Both bowlers just grinding it out right now, but they're closing frames. Winner of this match is going to take on a third-seeded player, Brendan Guthner, out of Evergreen. And then our second seed, who is our second seed? Edward Devlin out of Idaho Springs. And then our tournament leader, Shane Golderman from Brighton. And Shane, he'll be looking for his first title. So some fresh new faces out there, Mike. And faces that we haven't seen in quite a while up here. So, and that's, how that goes.
Yes.
And I tell you what, I got to give a shout out to Nice Ball, to Steve Dudek. Of course, Steve's been with me for 23 years when the Masters started. This is the worst slump he's ever been in. Steve doesn't really slump.
Not really.
And he has really, really battled. He finally broke the jinx. He made the cut this week. So hopefully Steve will be well on his way back to what he normally does. But that poor guy, wow.
Well, and
he's really been struggling.
We've been in a stretch of really tough patterns.
Yeah, that's true, too.
And they're not matching up well at some of the houses we're taking as well.
Too.
So you've got some friction issues on top of a different pattern and got to play different parts of the lane that
you don't normally play or don't feel comfortable with. Yeah.
No, I mean, like definitely for me, it's pointing out holes in the bag, and trying to make stuff work that's close, but just not quite what you need. And
okay, another 10-pin. No, that's a 9.
Staying clean.
Oh, and he misses it. Not good. Not good.
There you go.
Single pin spares will kick your butt.
Not even that matchup.
Yeah, Rick can take like about a 7-pin lead with a strike here.
Got a chance.
Tell you what, here's a guy that's really nice shot. Here's a guy that's really been practicing. I mean to tell you, his average has probably increased 20 pins. More so in league, obviously, and probably 10 or 15 with us. He is psyched. He got dialed in, and he loves it.
Yeah, and he's been making the show a lot.
Yes, he has. He making a cut a lot too, which is great. And that's good to see. All his practice and everything is paying off, which is awesome.
Yep.
Okay, goes Brooklyn, gets a double, puts him up probably about 17. So Dennis, that single pin miss now looms even bigger. Looks close.
Nope. A little too high.
Yep. 6-10. And of course the madness starts. A lot of the leagues starting. Of course, you and I have already been bowling for 4 weeks now in the Scratch League already.
Yep. That's been a nightmare. New lanes in a house, and my average is going down faster.
No, see, I'm the opposite. New lanes at the house, my average is already up 15 pins.
I can't get a corner out to save me.
Well, I've used, but I'm using different setups for that house.
Yeah. No.
Because that house is driving me nuts.
Yes.
I'm like you. I feel like I'm throwing the ball good, but I'm not getting any reward.
Yep.
So I went with some different setups and a couple things that Isaac Hernandez down at Rappo Pro Shop, Total Bowling Dynamics with Steve Badavinic, talked me into. Mm-hmm. The funny part was I never liked the reaction of the timeless the way we had it drilled because it was too snappy at the end, and I just couldn't get the shape right.
Right.
So I walk in with a couple new bowling balls to drill, and he goes, "What are you going to do with that timeless?" I go, "I hate that ball." He goes, "Throw it in a dumpster." We'll start over.
Yeah.
But yeah, asymmetrical. I went with that continuum. 900 global ball for when it opens up, and I got a great look with that ball. Unbelievable. And that Eon, another 900 global ball, it seems to, it's got the versatility of a high road, and I like it. So between those two new balls and my tried and true Lucid, just grinding along, having fun.
Yeah.
So, and no pain so far. But
that's good.
Yeah. Willick, nice. That's not an easy
Yeah, that was a quick
to make.
change because that first week was not good for you.
Oh.
You're almost thinking you were going to have to
I only shot.
call it in.
I only shot 7.
Well, I'm just talking from the pain in the wrist.
Yeah, 740 something. It hurt.
Yeah.
But, well, I cut a league out. I'm just down to 2, and I think that helped a lot.
Yep.
Of course, kinetic tape also,
Yep.
be smart. So what do we got? Rick Neighbor. Both boulders are grinding. Rick's got a double. Dennis has an open.
And that's been the tournament the whole week.
Yeah.
It's you just didn't. If you got a string, it was almost luck more than anything.
Well, and another thing, look how hard it was to throw 3, not great games, but 3 good games in succession.
Yeah, as you moved across the lanes,
Absolutely.
it was really tough.
Well, even today, Shane throws a huge game, 257 scratch, third game of the semis to become the top seeded player. He wasn't even going to make it.
Yep.
That's how close it was because everybody was grinding.
Yep.
All right, Dennis Glover, 7th frame, nice shot. All right, here we go. 105 in the 6th. He's down 18 scratch, so he's down 15 pins, can cut it to 5 with a double. And 5th place today is going to pay $365 with 5% of the Megapod. And again, our winner today, $2,517. We've raised first place to $800 every week now.
Nice.
With the little price increase we had to do with lineage, and we added some extra money into the prize fund now. Gave away 2 entries into our regional.
Oh, wow.
God, that was a great shot.
Saw a lot of those today.
Wow. That's
just
sick.
heartbreaking on doubles.
Lord. Yeah, we gave away 2 regional spots this weekend. We're going to do it again next weekend. Every squad that the membership bowls, going to put a ticket in a drawing for you. And this week, Isaiah Bartolo, Classic Division, won an entry. And then the Masters, Joe Stepniak. Oh, Lord have mercy. 2 single pin misses. That's a killer.
Yeah, no,
it's a killer. Yeah, that's pretty much. He's just about done.
Yeah.
I mean, he can punch for 193.
He's going to have to need some help from Rick. And
Rick's going to have
just
to open
solid.
2 of the last 3 frames, and I just don't see that coming on.
Another good shot. He's in the hole.
Excellent. Yeah. That's 2 great shots on lane 26 for him back to back. Yeah, this match is just about on.
Yeah, mark here pretty much.
Yeah. Any mark, 9th or 10th, will put an end to that.
Dennis can max out at 193.
Right.
Scratch.
I know he has a 3-pin advantage in handicap, but
yeah.
One more mark or a double here.
Ooh. Oh, that was close.
Oh.
That was close.
Woohoo!
That could have been a game changer.
Now we got a 10th and 9th frame of a match play on live stream. It could be in his head. We'll see what happens. He's normally a pretty good spare shooter. And again, he's been practicing very diligently. That looks pretty good.
Nope, he missed it.
No, of course. The kiss of death by me, yours truly. So where are we at? We got 171 in the 10th. No, in the 9th.
In the 9th.
So 63. If he punches, 63, 78. Dennis could cut it to 5 pins, and he could make Rick double in the 10th if he punches out. Wow. Pretty crazy. All right.
That's not
Gave it a little room. So 53, 183 is the best.
That's the kiss of death today, boy. There was no giving it room.
So now Dennis Glover, he's got to go spare sheet, and Rick has to go 9 out for a tie. That's where we're at.
Now you're looking at these. You're looking for these ties.
No,
what's wrong with you?
No, I don't want to do that.
What is wrong with you? That's we don't even say that word on the radio.
You're absolutely right. What were we talking about?
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Look at this.
Oh,
Look
my
at
goodness.
this. Unfortunately, Dennis goes open. Now, so 72 is the best he can do. It's over.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, Dennis's his spare shooting ability lost him there, and that's going to cost him. So he's going to go home in 5th place with $365. Rick Maber's going to move up and take on our 3rd seed. Brendan Guthner, of course.
Naturally.
FBAC. Mm-hmm. Now that you're out of it, Phil Ball always carries. Another close match. The second match, Brendan Guthner is going to have a 1-pin advantage over Rick Maber. Handicaps are actually really close. The most handicap difference we could possibly have is 14 pins. And that's
not
nothing.
bad.
That's nothing. All right. Dennis is just trying to get out of the way. But he did okay. I mean, made top 5, $365, made money this weekend. That might not get there. Nope. All right, so 161 and 31. 193. Oh, 162 and 31, my mistake.
Yes, sir.
So I must have given that spare. But either way, not happening. So Rick Maber's going to move on, winning match number 1. Now, waiting in the wings are Brendan Guthner, a 2-time champion out of Evergreen, Colorado, just in the foothills. Brendan used to be a professional motocross racer, and you would know stuff like that because you used to dabble in that yourself.
Yep.
And, of course, as you.
Yeah, the bike always wins.
Yeah,
Eventually the bike wins.
You know that. And he
had a bad
really jacked up. In fact, part of his rehabilitation, because I think he broke his back in like 4 places, was bowling, believe it or not. And then he learned the 2-hand, felt comfortable, and the doctor said, if it don't hurt, keep going.
Yeah.
And that's how he started bowling.
Yeah, and he still fights with the pain on it.
Sure he does.
Then the poor guy started his own concrete business. He got his hand smashed, and
oh my God.
now it's a whole nother issue.
Poor guy.
He just comes out and grinds it out.
Oh, my Lord. All right, folks, so match 1 is over. Again, Rick Maber with his handicap shoots 208. Defeats Dennis Glover of Parker, 193. When we come back, you'll see match number 2. And again, Rick Maber will take on our third-seeded player, Brendan Guthner from Evergreen. Watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, and Mike and I will be back in just a moment.
Yes, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Sorso, Mike Vasquez. We're back here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, Colorado, and you're seeing our second stair-step finals match. Our fourth-seeded player, Rick Maber, defeated our fifth-seed Dennis Glover in match number 1. He's taking on our third-seed Brendan Guthner of Evergreen. Brendan's going to have Rick lead the match. 1 pin difference in handicap, so guys, go ahead and shake hands, and we're ready to rock and roll. Again, Rick going for his first ABT title. Brendan going for number 3. And then winner of this match will take on our second seed, Ed Devlin. Ed originally joined about 10, 12 years ago in Phoenix. Won 2 titles in Phoenix, and then didn't bowl for probably 10 years.
Wow.
And then came back with a vengeance, started bowling about 2 years ago here. I asked him, his mailing address is Idaho Springs, so I asked him, I said, do you live in the town, a little mining town? And he goes, no, he says, actually, I live halfway up Mount Evans.
Yeah.
I went, are you nuts? So he went from like 115 degrees a day.
Oh, yeah.
To I got to climb out of a window so I can get through the snow to see where my car was. So goes from one extreme
He must
to the
like
other.
shoveling snow, that's for sure.
I
he might hate this winter. We'll see if he lasts after this one.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
This one's sure feeling like we got a doozy coming on.
I agree with you. And I didn't realize, I thought that the fall colors had more to do with temperature, and actually it's not. They said if you're drought, they tend to start early. Well, that's us. So, I mean, the colors are starting to come in now in the high country. Oop, did he get it?
Oh, no.
Wow.
Chopped it. Chopped 10 off.
10 off to 6. Wow. Well, Rick starts out with a strike, and Mr. Guthner opens frame number 1. And would you say Brendan's now doing concrete?
No, he was.
He was.
No, you didn't know about that?
No, I didn't.
So
know
he had I think it was a curb machine. I'm not sure what the machine was that he'd bought and started a business, and they were moving it with a bigger machine, and his hand got smashed between that machine. It was actually his right hand. So on his 2 middle fingers, he has no feeling.
Oh, Lord. Great shot.
So he can't really feel when he's hitting the ball. So we work on it quite a bit to get him to trust
sense.
things.
Yeah.
And
wow.
so now he's a manager. He manages a dog kennel.
Oh, yes, that's right.
And,
That's right. He told me about that because he came in at one time. I said, and he told me about it. So I said, how many times have you been bit? He starts laughing.
Yeah. That's right.
This poor guy.
Yeah.
Well, and then if you remember, a couple of years ago, because he lives in Evergreen, so he's up in the mountains, and he had a pickup truck, he slides off the road. Now,
I didn't know about that one.
Straight down the mountain is Interstate 70. It's like 170 feet below him. There's one tree. his truck slides into the tree sideways, and that keeps him from going down.
Oh, wow.
If he's a cat, he's used 8 lives
Yes, definitely.
already. Unbelievable. Maybe he just likes to be excited. I don't know. Take chances. Gosh. Oop. All right, Rick. So Rick goes strike open. This is going to be close. Wow.
Yep.
Crawled up on the head pin, leaves the 6, 9, 10.
Starting to get a little tentative.
Yep. So both bowlers early opens. Now the advantage swings back to Brendan if he can double. He has a strike in the second. That looks pretty good. All right. Good shot. Yeah, it's funny. I jokingly complain that, summer's not even over yet and we're bowling fall leagues already, But I like the fact that we get done like the second week of April.
Yeah.
Now, of course, when I lived on the East Coast, we never started before Labor Day. So our leagues would go.
Oh, yeah.
And then in between snow days, mid-late May. Sometimes I remember one year where we did have a lot of snow. We had a lot of cancellations. I bowled till like the second week of June. I never thought that league was going to end. Unbelievable.
That would be miserable.
Oh, yeah. Because, and then back then you just had swamp coolers.
Yeah.
So you're completely saturated, with the humidity and everything, and you're trying to bowl.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Ugh, crazy. Well, it'd be like bowling, when you go bowl nationals in Baton Rouge.
Yeah,
or whatever.
I mean, I think it was being in Syracuse this year.
Yeah.
That was something different.
Sure.
I think they did a good job of handling it, but man, the humidity, trying to keep things down.
And then you think about the other stuff, synthetic approaches. With humidity, it's it's crazy. It's treacherous.
Yep.
So a lot of the houses have gone to wood approaches, synthetic lanes, which makes perfect sense. All right, Brendan, let's see what he can do here. He struck here on the first time. Shape. Oh, a little quick. 2, 4, 5.
Both players struggling a little.
Yeah.
Don't forget them through a little transition, or
It could be a little adrenaline, both.
Rick is throwing urethane.
Okay.
And that is gonna pretty straight.
Yep.
Now we'll move some stuff around and clear some areas out. And
Sure.
then there's always that too, where you sit for a while and come back. And
Yeah. All right. Good spare conversion. So 33 in the third, spare in the fourth. Let's see if Rick can pile on some closed frames here and start pulling away. He's only spotting Brendan 1 pin.
oh, he moved. Wow.
Well, that was a great shot, wasn't it? All right, so 48 in the third, strike in the fourth. He's up 14. Can take it to 24 with a double. And what I like about Rick, too, he's not afraid of anything. When he bowls, he's all in. All 3 sweepers, okay? Load them up in brackets.
Yep.
A lot of times he'll throw Joanne like $50, $75, and she goes, Rick, we might only have like 8 or, small stuff. We might only have like 8 brackets. He's handing her $100 bills. Oh.
Wow.
6, 7. And Joanne just cracks up. She goes, come on, Rick. He says, I just want them. Whatever you get, I'll take. And I like that. He's confident, aggressive. I love that.
Keep an eye on him. It looks like he made a move left with his feet, but he's kind of drifting back to the right on some shots and not on others. That strike, he drifted.
Yeah.
That shot, he did not drift.
Okay. All right, so another open. So he's 76 open in the fifth. And then Brendan can get right back in it. Gets a strike here in the fifth frame. It's a 1-pin match.
Yeah. I think all of them are really going to go like this.
I
it's going to be.
Yep.
I don't think anybody's. We'll see. Shane kind of. I don't know what pair he finished on.
I couldn't tell you, but I know he finished real strong.
Yeah. No, that 250. That was a big
Sure.
game. One of the bigger games of the day.
This is a funny part.
Tournament.
Him and his dad both made the cut. Dad is a great player in his own right.
Mm-hmm.
Master player, Shane, up and coming, throws a good ball. So they bowl league here Saturday night at the break. They both bowled well on this pattern yesterday afternoon. Because they don't want it to. And he shoots 150 on a house shot.
Yeah.
How do you do that? I was cracking up.
Bowl that house shot here.
Yeah.
It's tough.
All right, that looks pretty good. There we go.
Yes.
All right. So
We got a match.
6. He's only down 5 pins.
Yep.
Well, how about the Jaguars beating the Giants? Wow.
Yep. Now they're predicting them to go back to the Super Bowl, get to the Super Bowl this year,
Who?
I should say.
Jacksonville?
Jaguars. Yeah.
Oh.
They still got the best defense in football. Their offense is the.
Well, I don't know. You honestly, you can't count out the Rams with what they've done so far.
Well, you got to see it work.
Right.
You
Yes,
know?
exactly.
Can they
I
make
mean,
that
again,
chemistry come
on
together?
paper,
Yeah. On paper,
on
it
paper
looks
you look at them and you go, "Oh
scary.
my goodness, yeah."
Scary.
But you know how that works.
How about them Browns?
Yes.
Did they tie? We never did find out.
I know. I haven't been able to figure that one out. But a tie is better than them losing
Yes.
all their games.
They're still undefeated.
Yeah, there you go. Uh-oh. Come on, finish.
He got it.
All right. Good job. All right, so 69 in the 5th. He's down 6 pins. And Rick will be up frame number 6. A little high. 610. So Nolan went to the game on his anniversary, huh?
Oh, I don't know. I know I guarantee you if he's not at the game, he's watching them.
Oh, of course. Absolute nut. Baseball nut.
Yep.
Oh, pulled it.
Whew. Almost got some love out of it.
Yeah, he sure did. 95 and a 6.
Jerry.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Well,
This match
the
just
TV audience gets around. That's all there is to it. Misses a 5-pin, dropped it off his hand, actually. 104 to 7th. And, of course, they're giving him grief.
Cruel.
Oh, yeah. The peanut gallery here is ruthless.
Yes.
All right. Come on, Brendan. Get back in this match. Okay, Mark here, takes a 6-pin lead.
Yeah, what a swing. It's a good shot. It's got a jump.
See,
wow, out of trouble.
Did you see how fast that thing set up on
Yes.
26? Oh, my goodness.
The middle of the lane has really finally
Sure.
blown out. And so
Yeah.
if you get the ball down too early, it's really tough to keep it from facing.
Setting up real fast,
Yep.
yeah.
And then you got to almost hope it doesn't keep hooking. And 9 out of 10 is going to put it right on the nose.
Yeah. Actually, when he let it go, I thought he was
I
going to
did
be right.
too.
I really
Yep.
thought he was going to be right.
I liked it too, but man, it picked up in the middle
All right.
hard.
Good spare. Okay, a strike here. He's got a 4-pin lead. Close matches.
Yeah. It's all right. Nothing like a nail biter Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Frame number 8, match number 2. We heard Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, Colorado.
There we go. He got that one out on the lane a little better.
Yes.
There you go.
Very good shot. Okay, 107 in the 7th, so he's got a 4-pin lead with a strike in the 8th. So Rick's got to answer the challenge here. We're getting late in the game, too.
Yeah, it's a
Maybe.
good shot.
Oh,
Good shot.
oh, you got lucky on that one. That was crawling up on the head pin high.
Was it?
Yeah.
Couldn't quite see. I know
Yeah.
where he set it down, it looked good.
So now he can go from being down 4 to up 6 with a double here. And he's up for frame number 9. He will finish last. Pulled it.
Nope. Oh, a brookie.
In the right
Wow.
spot. You believe this?
Gets the crossover.
Maybe that's a green shamrock color, and he's got the look of the Irishman.
Just amazing.
You know, we were cracking up. We're giving, because, you know, one of our members, Jeff Metz, is a huge Packer fan. He's going to go to Wisconsin next week and catch a Packer Vikings game at Lambeau, which is, you know, that's awesome.
Yep.
So, of course, Rick has his green shirt on. He goes, man, that's really not a Packers green. He goes, is that an Eagles green? I went, no, Eagles is dark green. Oh, maybe it's a Jets.
Oh, no.
Oh, look. Oh, all right. 1-2. So he needs to spare here and finish strong in the 10th. You know, I like watching football, but I don't even get serious about it. It's like anything else. Same, you know, baseball and all that. First couple of weeks, they're kind of sorting stuff out, trying to, like you talking about chemistry, getting guys to do what they're supposed to do. After about week 4 or 5, I really get into it after that. Of course, that Thursday night game was, that was ugly.
Yeah.
Oof.
Well, and that's the way they do the preseason now. It's, you know, that first game of the season really just guys aren't hitting and tackling that much, and
Well, and the thing
it's
is,
gonna be a lot of mistakes.
And you can't blame the ownership.
No.
You don't want to put your first string guys in
No.
the last preseason game, hoping, you know, God forbid somebody gets hurt. Now you're really in trouble. But yet they haven't played enough together to get some chemistry going. Maybe? Nope. Ooh.
Oh, man, almost.
Close. Yep. Now, best he can do is 166. This match is over. That double by Rick Maber, and Brendan not able to finish strong in the 10th. He's going to finish in 4th place. He's going to take home $390 with 5% of the mega pot. And he's not going to make that.
Oh, that was
So,
big.
unfortunately.
He could have forced him to
Yeah,
lose
he
mark.
could have. Yep, but ain't going to happen.
Rick throws a split here. He is going to melt
Well,
over there.
no, but you got to remember he's working on a double. So he's pretty
Yeah,
he's in
but if he'd
control.
make that spare in another shot, and then he splits here, it would have been enough.
And he pulled it.
Yep.
He's going to the well.
That will take care of that.
Yep. So again, Rick Maber is going to advance. He'll take on our 2nd seed, Edward Devlin of Idaho Springs. We'll watch him finish up here. So he's got 153 in the 9th. Strike will give him 173 scratch. He'll beat Brendan by 19. Well, he doesn't have to shoot it. Okay, so we got 172 and 29, so he shoots 200 even. 172, 28. Yep. All right, folks, when we come back, our 3rd seeded player, Edward Devlin of Idaho Springs, is going to step in, take on Rick Maber of Brighton. You're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasource and Mike Vasquez here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. This is our semifinal match. Rick Maber of Brighton, Colorado, taking on Ed Devlin, now residing in Idaho Springs. 14-pin advantage for Ed, and Ed's elected to have. He wants to finish last, so he's going to lead, and they'll shake hands at this point, and we'll begin match number 3. Loser of this match is going to take home $654. And then the winner's guaranteed $1,258 and a possibility of winning a title and taking home $2517. So big pot game here.
Yes. This is the one you want to get through.
Yep, absolutely. Pulled that. Oh, and he gets a break. That's what you need. Got to have breaks. You know, it's funny. We're talking about Nolan and Michelle, and I said, he said, yeah, they've been married a year already, and I thought about it, and I remembered the weekend he got married is when I went back east for my brother's 60th, and we went up to Foxwoods and the other casino up there, and it was the same time. And the weird part was it was the same situation. We flew in, there was a hurricane coming, but it kind of went out to sea, really didn't do any damage. And you're right on the ocean, the water up there. And Mohegan Sun, that's where we stayed. And now look at this, same thing's happening. But this hurricane looks like it's going to hit Carolinas pretty good and go right up the coast. And they've had so much rain this summer; it's been unbelievable. The ground is already saturated. They could have some serious flooding. So my heart goes out to you guys on the East Coast right now. Hang tough.
Yeah, it's funny when you get this late into the year, you always think like the hurricane season. And no, you're just coming into the heart of it, you know.
Yeah, really. Yeah. Yeah, we kind of got lucky with that one just a couple days ago that went into the Gulf. It really didn't do that much. I mean, obviously some rain, but no wind, no wind damage, so to speak. But yeah, this one coming in looks pretty like it would be pretty strong. They're saying it could get as high as Category 4, but then would weaken to 3 before it hits landfall. But still, Category 3 hurricane is nothing to sneeze about.
Nope.
That's what about probably, I'm guessing, 130 mile an hour wind, something like that.
It's good from the standpoint it keeps some of the wind damage down, but it doesn't change the flooding at all.
Right.
You know.
Nice shot. Starts out with a double.
Was it?
Well, and the other thing, just like New Orleans is below sea level.
All right.
And Charleston's the same way.
Yes.
Charleston, South Carolina. So, same problem there. You could have some serious flooding on the seaboard. And then, of course, the outer islands in the Carolinas, Cape Hatteras and all that. That can get ugly. Oh, Ed's going again. He pulled it, and that's great. He almost got lucky. Kicked out that 3-pin. Ed's a lot of fun. He's a character. He's another one. Once he found out that the tour was in Denver and he got back into bowling, I don't think he's missed more than 2 or 3 weeks in 2 years. He loves to bowl. Looks pretty good. All right. So we got a double spare for Ed Devlin. And Rick Maber's in early trouble here.
Yeah, see if he can pull this one out.
He's down 34 right now. Early, though.
I'm not sure, too, and it seems like whoever started on that left lane has been the winner.
So far, you're right. Oh, why not?
There we go.
He needs some more love like that. Down 34, cut it to 24 with a double here. Meanwhile, to our right, our tournament leader Shane Golderman, also of Brighton. He's warming up. Tremendous third game in the semis to vault him into our number one
there's
spot.
A double.
Wow.
Rookie double.
There he goes.
Just like that. There we go. He's making that move.
It almost reminds me of Stepman. Yeah, I know. It's the kiss of death, I know. Frame number 4.
Oh, it looks like he got it.
Oh,
Oh,
just a
5
little
pin.
too hard. Couldn't get the 5 out. But good count, so he's got 68 and a third. So he's still up 23. Yeah, Joe might have to go back to the East Coast. His mom's not doing that good, but his mom's also 101
Yep.
or something like that. And
Still tough. Be
it
that
is.
far
Well,
away.
of course.
You
Yeah.
can't traveling back and forth as much as he is, trying to help the family out back there.
Absolutely. So we wish him the best, and if he does have to go back for obvious reasons, you know, our prayers are with his family. Frame number 5, Ed Devlin. He pulled it again, and
Wow, 3 pin.
well, Messenger coming across the deck almost took out the 3 again. 87 in the 4th. Much different than the prior match where guys were grinding and struggling. Each had a couple opens. These guys came out there on a mission.
Yeah, firing.
Yeah. And they're not taking much time, both of these guys.
And take this where we were looking at it. And if Rick can strike here, he's evened it back up.
Almost, yeah.
You know, they're just down to the 14. Back to crazy how quick that can change.
Yep.
It's got a chance.
Nope. It's
Did it pop up?
It went high, and he almost kicked out the 610. Almost kicked out the 610. So he's down 9 scratch. So with 14, so he's down 23. Still early, though, really. Still got half the game to go.
At least
he pulled it. Will it hold?
He missed. Oh, wow.
Did he make it?
He did.
I didn't think he had
Instead of it setting and drift, it set and it held.
Skated?
Yep, it skated out on it on the back end.
So he got that right. So, all right. Need a score correction here.
Crossing over again.
Why not? He's got it down. Why not? Keep going. Yeah, no lie.
See how Ed responds here.
He pulled it.
That's right on the beak.
And he carries.
Wow.
I guess that must be the way to go. Must be the way to go.
Sometimes.
Just throw it at the head pin and hope for help. And both bowlers are getting it. Again, both bowlers with strikes working. This match can go one way or the other quickly here. And pulled that one. Why not?
Wow.
Why not? It's working. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's fact. Guys go, man, he's just throwing a horrible shot. I go, yeah, but who's winning?
Yeah.
The check at no point says you're lucky. Maybe? Oh, get out of there. Oh. And he played with death that time, right through the face. 6-7.
That's tough.
That's a big.
Yeah, that was a really bad time for that.
Yep.
Well, he's got a chance to make it.
Sure.
Covers it up, he can survive this. Nope, right on it.
Okay. So 126 in the 7th, I believe. Yep.
Got to have them all. Need some help.
Just about. Because not only is he down scratch, his opponent's on a double, plus he's spotting him 14. So with 3 frames to go, it's do or die for Rick. He's going to go to the well. And
Oh,
oh, I thought he was going to kick out the 5. There he goes. All right. So 126 in the 7th with a spare in the 8th.
46.
And
So he can
ball.
max out at 206.
Yeah, the ball's in Edwards' court. In the driver's seat.
Right on that beak again.
Yep. But he, unlike Rick, kicked the 7 out, only leaves the 6. Even if he opens, he's still up 30-some pins with 2 frames to go. So Rick is in serious trouble here.
Yeah. His max scratch totals 206. Covers this spare. This next ball is pretty much going to shut him out.
Yep. So 156 in the 7th, spare in the 8th. It's a done deal. So Rick Maber won his first 2 matches, but gets defeated in our semifinal match by our second seed, Ed Devlin. And Rick's going to go home in 3rd place with $654. Good weekend for him. I'm sorry, $654.
Oh, he strikes. Yeah, that's
icing on the cake.
Yes, sir.
See Rick finish up 9th and 10th here. Well, that time he let the ball breathe and didn't pull it. So then goes spare and punch. Shoot 194, 222. But Ed's already got 228 and he hasn't even started the 10th frame yet. So he's just finishing up. Good weekend, though.
Yes.
Anytime you can walk in and win over $600, you're in good shape. And he did quite well. And he didn't do that good in sweepers this time, but he did very good in brackets. Yeah.
Yeah. I would have. If you could have sustained and just had some.
Avoid the pitfalls.
Similar games. Yep.
Exactly.
Stay in the high 180s, 190s. Yep. You could probably do real well because there just wasn't enough big games to.
Nope. Yeah, not enough big games to take you out like we've seen on some patterns. Where if you do start out with a grinder game, you just get bulldozed.
Yeah, you just get bulldozed, and you're not the case today.
Nope. Okay, no problem with the 10. All right, so strike here, he shoots 183. With his handicap, he'll shoot 211. And again, Ed Devlin in complete control. And he's going to take on our tournament leader, Shane Golderman of Brighton, once we finish up here in our semifinal match. Oh, just let it go wide. All right. Good weekend for Rick Maber, though.
Very good.
And once again, now he's got 2 third-place finishes so far, but that's okay.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, really. Why not? Ed's just going up in there and basically flinging it at the head pin, and he's getting all kinds of luck here. And I'll take luck all day, trust me.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching in the last special entry squad, I was watching Frank Caccioni and Brandon Knowles, both excellent players. They were on a pair. Mike, I swear to you, between the 2 of them, I don't think either one missed a pocket. And the best they could do was like 190.
Yeah. No.
Unbelievable. I mean, blowout 7s.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That would definitely, that was my semis.
Sure.
I think on the left lane, I was running real close, 75 to 80% carry. And on the right lane, it was 10 pin. And then on a few of them, there was an 8-10, a 4-9.
Look at this.
You know,
Great finish for Ed Devlin. 236. He throws the last four. 278 with handicap.
278. Wow.
And easily disposes of Rick Neighbor with his 206. When we come back, folks, our championship match, it's going to feature Ed Devlin of Idaho Springs taking on tournament leader and looking for his first title, Shane Golderman of Brighton. And you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, Colorado, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Sorsa, Mike Vasquez. We're here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, Colorado for our championship match. Stair-step finals with the Amateur Bowlers Tour Denver branch. We have Ed Devlin of Idaho Springs, just up into the foothills west of Denver, and he's taking on fairly newcomer, Shane Golderman. Shane lives in Brighton, and he's going for title number 1. Shane, being the tournament leader, is elected to lead the match, so they're going to shake hands, and Shane will begin the match. Shane, good player, throws a real nice ball. I had the pleasure of starting a sport league, the only winter sport league in Denver years ago. It was Dwayne Mellinger, myself, and his father, Gary. First year was a travel scenario, and then we actually settled here with former owner Dave Allen, the magician of lanes, and it was great. It really was. It opened our eyes back then. Ooh, I thought he was going to kick that 4-pin forward. Good ball, just leaves a 4. He's spotting him 13. And of course, right now Shane's got bragging rights at the house. Gary will try to fix that very quickly.
Yeah, he's got some tough work ahead of him.
Yeah, he does. Ooh, will it hold? Oof. Oh, yep. Focus, wow. Focus, focus. Don't let those single pins get by you. It's like I try to tell the guys, I said, for every really mental mistake you make with single pin spares, now you have to double just to get back to where you were.
Yep.
Rather than having to double work to your advantage, and here we go. Ed crawls up the head pin, high flush. Starts off with a strike, and he's automatically increased his lead to 24, 23. So, and like you said, Mike, yeah, starting real early is a good thing. We can get out here, and actually restaurants are still open.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's always the bummer part getting started so early in the day, but really nice to get out.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so he throws one on the left, right side of the pocket, one on the left side of the pocket. Starts out with a double. And now you got to figure whose day it is. Right now it looks like it's Ed's. But a lot can happen yet. Shane can easily throw 4 or 5 in a row at you and get right back in this match. He kind of piped it. Oh, he got lucky. He got lucky. I thought he was inside of his target, and the ball just kind of skated and held. You take that, run that to the bank. Connie Bailey, one of the girls that helps us out here as far as directoring, she's going to go out and help us in October in Vegas. And she's got a surprise for Director Myron Mitchell when he gets here for the regional, and we're going to have to get pictures. That's all I'm going to say. But it'll be fun. Gotta have fun. We could have used that double.
Yes.
2, 4, 5.
It's a better shot on the spare shot.
No problem. All right, so 29 in a second, spare in a third. And here comes Ed, the Leprechaun Devlin. So we went high pocket 1-3. We went Brooklyn 1-2. This one right through the face,
Yes.
and he's got a 3-bagger. Why not? Welcome to amateur bowling, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Front 3 with 42 pin handicap. All right, well, let's see
Another
if we
one?
get 4.
Yes,
Why not?
sir.
Why
Wow.
not? Even he can't believe it. All right, take all sharp objects away from Shane Golderman. Oh, man. This is like when Devin Jockemer went through the field.
Yes.
Beat all the guys scratch. What a way to start. Take the pressure off, huh?
Oh.
Now you
no
can have
doubt.
some fun. Okay, Shane, that looks pretty good. Oh,
No.
oh boy.
Oof.
And he doesn't get any breaks. He leaves
Wow.
a 4-10. And again, younger players, the adjustment is speed rather than
Right.
letting the ball roll, making moves with your feet, changing equipment. He'll learn. He'll learn. This is, he's never bowled on sports stuff until his dad kind of told him, you need to do this to get better. And so it's a learning process, as you know.
Yes, it is.
All right, frame 5, he's got to start getting untracked here. I like it. Ooh, just a little high. I liked it much better. He let the ball breathe. But it's set up a little early for him. Leaves a 3-6. But got through that ball very nice. So slight adjustment there. He'll be fine. And
Like that?
I thought it was going to slide by, but it doesn't. All right, so he spares in the 5th. Meanwhile, the leprechaun, Ed Devlin, going for the front 5. No, even Nolan was never this lucky when he was younger.
Uh-oh. There. Gonna get it again.
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
and that was probably the best
Wait a
ball
minute, it's
he
still
threw.
rolled. Oh, man.
That was the best ball he's thrown out of the front 5, and that's the one that doesn't
That thing
count.
had another second, it would have been down.
Uh-huh.
That pin rolling around would have got it.
All right. And again, nice and relaxed on that one. Arm swing was nice and relaxed. Drew the ball really well. And I'm surprised.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he
Uh-oh.
pulled it. He
Yep.
pulled it. Yep. All right. All right, that's okay. 117 in the 5th, open. So a brief light at the end of the tunnel for Shane Golderman. Although he's down 55.
Yeah,
But
man,
anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Looking bleak, but
yeah.
I've seen the biggest comeback I've ever had, and it was probably late 80s. We were a AAA bowl in Aurora, Colorado, Montview Boulevard in Dayton, which used to be right behind Old Stapleton Airport,
Right.
40-lane bowling center. We had a guy that was down 90 pins
Wow.
in the 5th frame.
Wow.
He opened out. His opponent struck out and beat him by a pin.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Yeah. You just
Oh, no.
you can't write a script like that. So now he goes open.
Uh-oh.
Speaking of major comebacks, 126 in the 7th.
Yeah.
And Mr. Golderman, all of a sudden, he can only be down 40, which, believe me, is doable. He's got 4 frames to go. Very capable of throwing the last 6 and shooting 216. Actually, more than that.
Yeah.
No, all right, 226 if he punches. Okay. And that looks pretty good. Oh, that was a great
There we
shot.
go.
There we go. All right. So life is breathed into Mr. Golderman here. So he can go 106 in the 6th. He'd be down 20 scratch, 34. He gutted the 24 pins.
Just like that.
Yep. And we got a match.
Turkey
Yeah, we got a match.
gets it right back there
Sure.
again.
stranger things have happened.
Oh,
And I remember both bowlers back then, too. I don't know if you remember Rod Gosnell.
mm-hmm.
Used to be an EMT, and he was bowling against Dale Carpenter.
Oh, Dale.
He lived in Golden, worked for a mining company,
Mm-hmm.
and recently retired. He's now
Yes.
living in Arizona.
Yep.
But that was just, it was unbelievable. But, you know, things like that happen. Let's see if we can make this spare here. No problem. All right. So 96 and
Well,
a 6 with a spare.
Close
Down
the gap.
down 44 with 3 frames to go. So as long as that doesn't completely veg here, he's going to win his second title here in Denver and 4 overall.
Well, it curled right on the head.
Oh, yeah, he went right on the head. Leaves a 6-10. You know, the thing is, if he opens out, he can still shoot 160 scratch, and it's like 204.
Yeah.
That's still an effort for Shane to get there.
Yeah. Just got to have some strikes. He got that one. He ran that one down.
Yep. All right. Very good. All right,
Big
so
spare. That's a big spare.
126 and a 6, spare in a 7th. Frame number 8. Going to go
Looks
left.
good. Oh, wow. That not.
Yep, leaves 3-6. You know, he is literally, and you know, there's nothing wrong with it, especially on a pattern like this. He's throwing the ball at the head pin and making the spares.
Yep.
And, of course, he's gotten major breaks along the way. That helps, too. But sometimes that's all you have to do, which is what gives the lower average bowler and higher average bowler brings him right back even. Oh, I thought he was going to chop it. Barely makes it, but again, so he's got a spare. So even if he goes open 9th and 10th, he's going to shoot a .180, 220 with handicap. Shane's got a punch.
Yeah. No, he's got to have them all.
Got a punch. Got to have them all. He's got to throw the last 5.
Get him to 96 and sticks, and then he'll force marks.
Yep. Put some pressure on him.
No,
Let hold.
Short. Ooh.
Ooh, look at that. It read early, but it very easily could have kicked that out.
Mm-hmm.
So the luck that Ed's having kicking stuff out is no luck at all for Shane, unfortunately. He's throwing pretty good shots and just not getting any breaks. And you know how that goes, like we were talking about in the semis. You couldn't get anything going.
No, I mean, it was, I feel for Frankie and Brendan. I mean,
Sure.
It was not feeling like much of an error. And the result was telling you something completely different.
Yeah, like we used to say, my score is no indication of how I actually threw the ball. And that could be good or bad, but yeah, those poor guys, they threw the ball well. They read the pattern correctly. They had the right ball in their hand and just could not get anything going break-wise.
Yeah.
They were closing frames, but when you only get a few pins, it's hard, even in one of these grinder patterns. And sit. Well, so now you're looking at 133.
That'll about take care of that.
58, 180, 2-0. Yeah, match is over.
But something bizarre, open.
Ain't going to happen. As Nolan would say, I'm calling this.
Funny story. One time he was calling a tournament, and I said, it ain't over with it. And he bet me. And
all right, good job. 133 in the 8th, spare in the 9th. And Shane's going to go in second place, but an excellent weekend, $1,258.
Yeah, at least you get a nice payday with it. You know, it's always frustrating. You
but
don't
of course,
get the title.
he wants the title.
You want the title.
Yeah.
It's not like it's, I don't know, it's pretty good consolation for us.
Absolutely.
Ooh!
Oh,
wow.
Lord. That's got to be an out of range. No, it held. That's crazy. That is
exactly what we were talking about.
Yeah.
That's
high flush, great shot.
Yep.
It leaves an 8-10 and takes the 8 to the left. Unbelievable.
And we watched probably 2 or 3 of those carry on this.
Yeah,
Same,
exactly.
nothing different.
Sure. All right, makes a spare. 171 in the ninth. Well, even if he goes 9 out, 222 at handicap, and the best Shane can do is 212s, 213. So Ed Devlin is going to be our champion today, and he's going to win ABT title number 4. 2 in Arizona, 2 in Colorado.
Wow.
Ooh, that was a good shot, too, and he fast 8.
Kicked it around.
Takes a 2-pin right over the 4-7. Thank God he didn't need these shots.
Yeah. Yeah, if Shane would have struck in the 8th and 9th, we would have one heck of a finish.
Yeah. And it just came down to he got the breaks and poor Shane didn't. That's all it was. Okay, right at it, no problem. Okay. So with a mark, with a strike here, he shoots 191 scratch. So he's 30 pins over his average.
Wow.
So, you know, he did his job. He did exactly what you're supposed to do. Close frames and make your opponent come get you. All right, Ed's going to finish up. Ooh, and again, last couple shots have been awesome. Didn't carry any one of them.
Nope.
Throws them at the head pin, and stuff's flying all over the
Yes.
place. That's bowling. So Ed Devlin, 190 scratch. Great game. 232 at handicap. He's going to win title number 4 and $2,517. Let's see if Shane.
Nice shot.
Of course. Yep. The old FBAC syndrome. Phil ball always carries. Yeah. I'd like to see him finish strong.
Yeah.
Good positive attitude. Another good shot.
Yeah, a little short.
Ball's coming off his hand much more relaxed now. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But, you know, not frustrated so much, he's disappointed. Because he did throw.
Yeah.
Had a very good weekend. Okay. All right, so 173 and 29. 202 for Shane Golderman. He'll take second place money. $1,258. And our 4-time champion, Ed Devlin of Idaho Springs, $2,517. And when we come back, we'll have a talk with Ed. And again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. And come on back.
Come on back.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasource and Mike Vasquez. We're here with now 4-time ABT champion Ed Devlin, Idaho Springs. Ed, you've done exactly what we've seen throughout league play, amateur tournament play. You throw 5 bullets at the pocket, don't hit it close to the same spot, and you carry everything. Put the heat on your opponent right out of the gate. Then you throw 3 beautiful shots toward the end. Pocket 8-10. Just brutal. I mean, they were the ones that you're going, that was a great ball he carried, and you didn't carry one of them.
I know.
But that's bowling.
I know. It's,
and Mike and I are back here just shaking our head going, yeah, been there, done that.
Yeah.
But nice weekend, buddy. $2,517.
very nice. Very nice.
You know, you spent almost 2 years trying to get a title here. Now you got 2 in, 3 months?
Yeah, I took a lot of time off, and I finally got back into the game.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Yep.
So have you done any shoveling up in Mount Evans yet?
Nope, not yet.
Okay. It's coming fast. You know, Mike and I are talking about that. We're thinking we're going to get something early, but we say that every year. You never know.
I think it's going to be a bad year this year.
As we were just talking. Can't wait to hear your snow shoveling stories in another month. All right, I'm moving down. That's shoveling every day. I'm out of there.
I don't think so. League bowling anywhere yet?
No.
Okay.
I just don't want to make that commitment.
Okay.
Because wintertime's bad sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah,
that's
you
it.
might not get out for
Trying to
3
rush.
weeks.
Well, just the change from when you leave in the afternoon and the ice when you come
Oh,
back.
sure.
And
Well, even the
nightmares.
players like Brendan lives in Evergreen, and you're absolutely Marco Popovich when
Yep.
he lived in Evergreen, the same thing.
Yeah.
You get done your
You
league
just-
late at night, and you don't even know if you're going to make it up.
Yeah.
You really don't. You don't, and you don't know what's up there either.
Yeah.
So
It's changed.
yeah, absolutely. But I'm proud of you, buddy. That was good. I mean, you took advantage of the breaks, threw the ball great at the end.
Yep.
And you're against a up and coming young player who throws a great ball,
Yes.
and he's going to win. He'll win a few titles in his day, no doubt about it.
I was worried about him.
I don't blame you. I'd have been worried about him too.
Yep.
I watched him go that last game qualifying.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
He had that huge game, 250 something
Right.
scratch. Yeah.
Yep.
And that's bowling. So I'm glad. Nice job for you, buddy. $2,517, and Mike and I will be at your house for a loan here shortly. But next week, again, we're at AMF Littleton. We're going to be on the Tokyo pattern. And then after that is our $10,000 regional. I know if it snows, get a room down here so you don't miss it.
I'll be-
10,000 for first.
I'll be there.
I figured you would.
Yeah.
All right, folks, for Ed Devlin and Mike Vasquez, I'm Nick Lasorsa, and we'll see you next week at AMF Littleton Lanes, and have a great week.